Yeah, hey, first of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because, in the midst of struggles and tough times, it's easy to thank God during the times when things are going well. In the midst of the struggles and the tough time, I see a team that's getting better, like guys who have a grit and a resilience about them, and they keep improving. And I was so proud of the effort when you hold a team. They had 62, but really they had 55 points, right? We had the foul at the end. When you hold a team to 55 points, that means your players gave you an effort that was worthy of a W. And we as a staff got to do a better job of giving them some more help. We have stretches in games where we don't get good looks, and we have to correct that. But the effort, the resilience, the toughness of our team, I'm so proud of them. I'm so thankful to be their coach. And hats off to Texas, because we both had quick turnarounds, and they responded in a great way.
Coach, just to open it up, you talked about the quick turnaround. A two-part question. One, how much of tonight's game prep was just expecting a Texas team that you knew would be desperate coming off the 21-point loss to Houston? Second part of the question is, it seemed like guys kind of responded after the young freshman got ejected with the flagrant foul, able to cut the lead to 4. Just wonder if that's kind of what you saw from your team.
No, I mean, we are first thing is that we knew they would be desperate, but we're a desperate team too. We're both in the same situation, right? So they responded the way a team coached by Rodney Terry and that staff was supposed to respond, and they got really good players over there, and they did, and I thought we responded in a way that, I'm proud of the effort that our guys gave. Dede's a freshman, and he's got to learn how when he can make a play and can't. He had no intention of trying to hurt Weaver, and I hope everything's okay with him. I just feel like we do a good job at the end of games executing. So it wasn't that they responded to their teammate, and that is just that we do a good job at the end of games in giving ourselves a chance to win, and we've done it all year long.
Coach, what did Texas do defensively that was most challenging for y'all tonight?
Well, their length at the rim. I don't know how many blocks they credited them for, but it seemed like they had more than 5 blocks and 3 block attempts. Their length at the rim caused problems. They did a good job of denying our guards the ball, and so we couldn't really run sets. We had to go make plays, and so they did a good job of that.
Coach, Tyler and Arthur weren't really able to get going until the second half. Did you think, one, was it too little too late for those guys? And two, do you think it's been kind of a theme of the season not being able to get a third scoring option when those two aren't able to fill it up?
Yeah, we, it's nice to have 3 options, and we're struggling to find a third one, not for a lack of effort. Shots just aren't going in. Cam Carter's been our leading scorer all year long, and he's in a little struggle right now, but he's working and he'll come out of it. You look at this comes down to 1 or 2 plays, and you can find him in the middle of the game where we could have executed better.
Jerome, what was your message for Day after he committed that foul?
That you can't grab somebody at the head. He said, I tried to go for the ball. I said, well, if you didn't think you could get the ball, you got to let him go, and because we don't want to hurt anybody. And he was really distraught that he got, put out the game. And, he's not he didn't want to do anything to harm anybody.
And David, you've put together 2 pretty solid games back to back here. Just why do you think that is? And do you think you're playing more efficiently, with more energy? How do you explain it?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to play hard, help the team win.
How about you, Coach? What have you seen better out of David?
His energy. Like, he looks like the fastest guy on the floor. And, just the speed at which he's playing, and the force and aggression with which he's playing. When teams want to back off of him, he's eating up the space and making plays. And he's a smart player, so he knows where to be. And defensively, he can guard anybody. And so, they should be feeling really good about himself, other than the L's. That's what's hurting right now that we're not getting dubs, but his improvement has been great. Now he's attacked. It has been great.
Jerome, in a league like this, these quick turnarounds got to be brutal, especially when you go on the road. In the best league in America, how can this benefit your team if you can figure out a way to get into the tournament?
Yeah, so there's a couple things there. I think for coaches, we probably don't like the quick turnaround because we like a little more time to game plan and do some things with our guys and correct some things. I think players like the quick turnaround because we don't have time to point out the mistakes they made in the last game, and they get to get back out on the floor. So I know it's good for the players. And as far as this playing in this league, man, you get. I said 9. I think with our schedule, you're looking at 9. But I mean, there are teams in this league with 8 wins that should go to the tournament, and we have multiple teams, not just 1 or 2, 5, 6, 7 that can advance with the right draw. Because once you get to the tournament, it's all about styles, and we got multiple teams that could be playing on the second weekend.
Offensively, right now, how much of it is self-inflicted stuff versus scouts just being better this time of year?
We have to do the simple things better.
Coach, you're down by 6 late. You get a shot that you want at the rim. Really, he worked hard to get inside there and really got past the traffic, and didn't get the shot. I mean, that's really what you were looking for in that spot, I imagine. And then Dessou got the rebound on both those possessions for Texas. He's been criticized about not being real strong around the rim, but he sure came in late and made the plays against you, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know who criticizes him. It's definitely not the people that are on the floor, right? Those aren't the ones that criticize that young man about anything. He has battled injuries and come back. He's improved his game in every aspect of it. He's shooting 72% uncontested threes. Yeah, 72% uncontested threes. You hear about the work ethic, sitting in the chair, working on a stroke. He was the leading rebounder, I think, in the SEC before he came here. So those who would criticize that young man shouldn't be given a pen or a paper.
Question for both David and Arthur. What do you think you guys can do to light a fire under this offense and score more down the stretch of the season?
What Coach said, just do the simple things better. That's what we got to do. We got to be able to make passes and catch passes.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. Just do the simple things. Take care of the ball. That's it.